So today I'd like to talk about an ESU or Bovie, along with different suctions you can use during surgery. Before you start using the ESU or the Bovie, you have to check the power source. It's a certain safety precaution you have to go through. First, you look over the cords, make sure they're not frayed, and make sure the machine's properly working, which it is. Secondly, in pre-op, you would ask the patient if they have any metal implants and where they're at, and if they're wearing jewelry to remove that. Because in order to use the Bovie, we have to use a grounding pad, which is placed on the patient near the surgical site. And if they have a metal implant or jewelry, that will conduct electricity and possibly burn or really hurt the patient. Because one thing with the Bovie, it's a monopolar, so electricity goes from the power source through the power cord into the pencil at the end of the electrode, through the patient, into the grounding pad, and back to the power source. The second type we use is a bipolar. This we do not need to use a grounding pad because the electricity goes from the power source up to one contact point, through the patient's tissue, down the second contact point, back into the electrical power source. And then after time of using the Bovie, black eschar or tissue will start to build up and it will get in the surgeon's way. So we have a scratch pad. This scratch pad removes any of that tissue so he can use it properly. The bipolar is also used for like smaller vascular cases where they use a tourniquet to cut off the blood supply. So there's not much cutting or coagulating going on. But now we go on to the suction. We start with the Yankauer suction. This is used to gather small amounts of fluid or blood in superficial tissue, not real deep. And it can also collect smoke plume, which is like burning away tissue, and you can see the smoke, and this will suck that up so no one in the room is inhaling that. We have the pull suction, which is used for deep, abdominal cases, and they got these little holes on there, so it won't puncture or hurt the delicate organs that surround the abdominal cavity. And lastly, we have the Fraser. This is used in neuro cases and small orthopedic cases like a carpal tunnel and such. But once all those precautions are met and you know what type of suction or what type of Bovie or bipolar or monopolar you know, you're good to perform the surgery.